What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor Dollar. Welcome to another week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Here's Fryer podcast. We are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Shaun. Shaun, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Conor. It's good to be back. I missed you.
Well, we're not in the same room currently, but we decided to get this episode out to the people because, I can't go another episode without you. What is all I have?
Well, anytime we're missing, it's usually just for one episode.
Yeah, because any more and, I will just replace you.
Oh yeah, the format is destroyed at that point.
At that point, it's unsalvageable. So I just say, let's just scrap the whole thing.
and just call it quits.
Now, this is kind of shitting on Conor, who stepped in on Monday.
Oh no, thank you very much, Conor. And, fair play to you. But we have a two-strike policy on this podcast.
But if one of us leaves permanently, does that mean the other one has to give up, or can we find somebody else?
Ooh, I think we can find somebody else or try and do it solo. Which
the poster would have to be changed.
Yeah, we'll never do that.
I'll just have to find another man with brown hair and a beard.
Wow, we're so few and far between.
The world is empty of ye. So this is Weird News Wednesday. Shaun, what do we do here?
You spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from all around the world, and you were about to read them to me in some form of list.
Yes. So this week, I'm going to start off with I was going to say an episode, a story, maybe a full episode out of this.
Could be.
A story that involves. Have you ever seen the episode of The Simpsons when Bart says, "If I swing my arms like this, if I swing my legs like this, and you get in the way, it's your own fault."
Yes.
Well, I have the finger-pointing version of that, as finger-pointing leads to arrest and couple dispute.
A couple dispute?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's not point fingers.
Oh, very good. He's back, lads. A 31-year-old Port St. Lucie woman apparently reached that point of no return 2 weeks ago, as she was accused of pointing her right pointer finger at her husband and not stopping, said the arrest affidavit.
That's so petty.
The husband pointed out to the police that he and his wife returned. I think that's the only one they can get.
Yeah, it really is.
I think you're out after that one. The husband pointed out to the police that he and his wife returned home from a party. He said his wife was beyond the point of intoxication. Good. But he evidently didn't belabour the point. He said his wife started an argument over their relationship. He tried to leave. Right?
That's so broad.
She started an argument over just love. Just love in general.
Just the concept, yeah.
What's the concept of the soul? That's what she was fighting about, right? So he tried to leave. But through the affidavit, though the affidavit did not state whether he expressed concern about things reaching the boiling point or getting to the point of no return, right?
There's so many points referenced in this. Or
being of the opinion that quarrelling was pointless. I mean, come on.
Jesus Christ. Okay, they're getting their mileage out of it.
They only had one. Let's fucking beat it into the ground, lads. He said his wife got in front of him, right? So just as he's about to leave, she steps in front.
Yeah.
Is this going to get violent? I'm on tender hooks here. He said his wife got in front of him to stop him from leaving. He alleged his wife kept pointing her right pointer finger at him and would not stop, Shaun.
Oh my God. Okay.
We're all getting a bit aggressive here.
Well,
the pointer finger, and then there's, hang on, this is why I love finding these articles in random local newspapers, because, Shaun, this next paragraph is an actual paragraph a journalist wrote in a newspaper.
Okay.
Okay? The pointer finger, also known as the index finger, is the first finger and second digit on the hand. There is a popular middle school prank involving flatulence, in which the prankster asks an unwitting victim to pull my finger, which triggers the prankster's audible passing of gas, and usually shrieks of laughter. Shaun, what are your thoughts on this article so far? I think it's pretty powerful.
It's pretty, concise stuff, you know. All the information you need is there. None of the stuff you don't need.
Do you think his boss was like, get to 500 words, and he had about 350?
Oh, absolutely. The man was very, 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 very upset.
Really upset. Totes my goats, guys. You cannot understand how upset.
I bet he gets paid by the paragraph or something like that.
Oh, surely. Yeah, surely. Meanwhile, from the husband's point of view, he told investigators his wife's pointer finger then. So, just to be back in the situation.
Okay.
We've all had a great laugh over the flatulence joke. That was hilarious.
Really brought a lightness to the story.
A lightness to the grave situation we find ourselves in, because the husband states that the wife pointed her finger at him several times and would not bring her finger down, and eventually she used that finger to strike him in the left corner of his left eye. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Wait, who's left?
Oh. I think it's his left.
His left corner of his left eye.
So the outside.
Okay, so to strike him.
Did anybody else poke themselves in the eye when you said that? Because I did.
Connor, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, okay, good. Just so we're clear. Just to know how it feels. He got poked right there.
To know what this man went through.
Yeah. Thus, in terms of who pointed the pointer finger, the husband pointed the pointer finger at his wife in this situation.
Lads, you've confused this now.
Yeah, they're talking a metaphorical pointing, but in reality, the literal pointing was done by the wife.
Okay, now
there's a guy.
I'm back
there's
on
a guy
board.
with a notebook, just like what?
Just the red
I don't
string.
understand. Just red string everywhere. Somebody pointing. The wife, however, made a different point.
Good God. I hate this so much.
This journalist is a dickhead. A complete dickhead.
He's ruining the art.
This was funny until you ruined it. She said that while at the party, her husband got jealous, but she wouldn't say why.
Okay.
And then he finishes off the sentence with, perhaps not wanting to put too fine a point on things.
Very good. I have a theory.
Yes. Go on.
The husband has no pointer fingers.
Oh.
He was jealous over her fingers.
He has a nightmare turning pages.
Oh man. Oh no, you can do that. Okay, here, more theatre of the mind stuff here. Use your middle finger and your thumb. You get a pretty good grip with those.
Oh, he's well trained in the book reading. See, I can't read, so I've never read a book.
That's true, and you're allergic to paper.
Now, I am reading this article, but it's pictures. It's pictures, so I'm filling in the gaps myself.
You just saw a picture of a finger, and the rest of this has been improv.
Yeah, imagine.
That would be an amazing skill.
This guy is so funny. And also, this is the joke he chose for him.
The point one?
She said the incident never reached the point of physical violence, and she didn't know how her husband got the mark near his eye. Shaun, I feel like she's saying a very wise thing here. I think she's telling the truth.
Okay. Why would you point at someone? Consistently? Because we've all done the thing where it's like you put your hand 2 inches in front of someone's face and you're like, I'm not touching it, you can't do anything about it.
I think that's just you and your brother.
Might be.
Yeah, I think it's more of a brother thing. I don't know if I've ever... I only have sisters. I don't know if I ever did that. Although I probably did. Everyone probably has done that at least once.
Someday.
No, don't. Just us doing the show and your finger is a centimetre from my eye. Just like, don't move, Connor.
Can't do anything. Not my problem.
Yeah, I suppose I've done the cat not touching you, can't give out, not touching you, can't give out.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Well, this married couple did this. I can only assume in their either late 20s or early 30s. I mean,
what if it's like late 70s?
And they're just sick of each other.
They're just looking for any excuse for a bit of drama.
I fucking hate you, Maureen. I fucking
The feeling's
hate
mutual, Joseph.
So whose story do we believe here? They went to a party. She says that he got jealous of her flirting with other men. He says...
Wait, is that the thing?
Well, she said that he got really jealous and then got mad at her. So I'm only assuming it's either involving she was either flirting or how she was acting maybe. Maybe she was being embarrassing.
What if she got the last bottle of cognac and he wanted some?
I see. I don't know if that leads to this extent of pointing. I think it has to be something real serious, like 2 cognacs.
Oh no, no one could handle 2 cognacs, Conor.
No, you'd be fucked. So she gets really drunk. He says that when she got home, she was just really drunk, and they just started arguing as drunk people tend to do.
Over the smallest thing. I believe
over the stupidest thing.
The one person I believe in is the writer of the article, first of all.
Yes.
Because he or she is truly impartial.
Yeah.
And like there comes a point where you just have to realise neither of these people are right. Because,
this is true.
Like, the police were called over this?
The police were called over the physical violence, Sean.
Like, okay, fair enough. The physical violence, not great.
Anybody touch the side of your left eye, it's vicious.
Honestly, could have been an accident.
Look, if you wave your finger that close, eventually you're going to hit someone. Because especially if you're a bit drunk, like, because the hand-eye coordination, the depth perception is not going to be all there.
But what if there was like a murder next door?
Right.
Like, look, sadness isn't a competition, but I'd rather be tapped on the eye than murdered.
The ambulance are all pulled up, and like he has like a blanket over him, and they're just like looking at his eye, like, wow, she really poked it.
Really,
and then just beside him, right beside him, there's just like they're wheeling out just a big black bag. It's like on a trolley. And he's like, wow, we're all having bad days, aren't we?
You know, there's a man who's been stabbed and he's crawling towards them for help, and then the ambulance just screams off with this eye dude in the back.
He's just about to the back of the ambulance. He's just reaching out for the paramedic's ankle, just like, please sir, I just need to be healed.
They drive 10 feet and then stop and let him catch up.
They drive 10 feet, go back to the back, recheck the guy's eye. We gotta get this guy to a hospital. He's gonna lose sight of that eye in up to 10 to 15 years. We need to get him there quick,
because he'll be 100 at that time.
Yeah. And there's just a trail of blood. The guy just crawling slow. And also, he has no pointer fingers. It's the ultimate irony.
Oh,
the ultimate irony.
He would have been grand in this situation.
Yeah. So we're moving on to our next piece of weird news. That couple, I don't know what to tell you.
That's true love right there.
That's true love, guys. We're moving on to our next piece of news, and this is actually movie based, kind of. Okay?
Okay, I miss Movie Mondays, so now you're making me do extra work on Weird News Wednesdays.
That is true, but you will realise why it's weird news as I'm about to tell you, because the first 2 words I'm about to say are Nicolas Cage.
Oh, right? Good God.
Nicolas Cage in talks to star as Nicolas Cage in his own meta-drama, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I did hear about this.
Yes.
Okay, hit me with the deets on this.
So Nicolas Cage has obviously spent anyone doesn't know Nicolas Cage, very famous actor, world's greatest actor or worst actor, depending on how you view it.
He has an Oscar, but has been in some awful shite as well.
always been absolutely terrible films, right? But obviously his standout was Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance from 2011.
That's true, or Con Air from whenever Con Air came out.
So he's been looking for a way to get back, right? He's got the Oscar, he's got National Treasure. He just needs another
He's got
franchise
National
to
Treasure
get him
too.
back. National Treasure 2. We spent the whole movie Mondays talking National Treasure 2.
We did.
So, but now Cage could be back. But not that he ever went away, Sean, but he could be back even in a bigger way. As he finds himself in the centre of a hot deal for a project in which he could play one of the most iconic characters in Hollywood, himself.
Nicolas Cage.
Yes, Lionsgate is in final negotiations to pick up the unbearable weight of massive talent. The Hollywood Reporter has learned the Meta movie project has a script by Tom Gormican and Kevin Etten, right? With Gormican attached to direct. If the deal's close, Cage would star as actor Nicolas Cage. The character, Nicolas Cage, is desperate to get a role in the new Quentin Tarantino movie, while also dealing with a strained relationship with his teenage daughter. He also occasionally talks to an egotistical 1990s version of himself who rides him for making too many crappy movies and not being a star anymore.
Jesus. So this is just like... Was this written as a joke and now it's gone too far?
I think it's gone too far because the next paragraph is the Cage character is also under a mountain of debt and finds himself forced to make an appearance at the birthday party of a Mexican billionaire who happens to be a fan of the actor's work and secretly hopes to show him a script on which he's been working.
Oh my god. And Nicolas Cage is on board for this.
Yes. But Sean, I haven't told you the full plot yet.
Oh, there's more.
There's of course more. So how could you get a full story about him meeting himself from the 90s and wanting to be in a Quentin Tarantino movie? Well, you know that Mexican billionaire I just mentioned?
Yeah.
What if, while Cage bonds with him, he's informed by the CIA, you didn't think the CIA would be in this.
I really didn't.
He's informed that the CIA have told him that the Mexican billionaire he's been talking to is actually a drug cartel kingpin who has kidnapped the daughter of a Mexican presidential nominee. And Cage is subsequently recruited by the US government to get intelligence.
What?
Weird news.
This went off the rails. I don't like. Who's going to watch this? I mean, us. But other than that,
well, me and you,
and Nicolas Cage, presumably.
Yes.
So, like, okay, there's a lot to break down in that.
Yeah.
But if we just took this as, like, if you had left out the drug cartel stuff,
it's mental.
It's mental. But then with the drug cartel stuff, it's ludicrous.
No, it's a little less mental, I think.
You think that grounds it?
I think it slightly grounds it because it sounds like a kind of a movie.
But then you remember that Nicolas Cage, the actor, is playing actor Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Who talks to 1990s Nicolas Cage.
And becomes friends with a billionaire from Mexico who turns out to be a drug cartel kingpin.
But is also a real big fan.
And is also a big fan, but then he joins the CIA to take the kingpin down. I think this is his next big role.
Isn't this similar to the plot of The Interview?
I think this is similar to the plot of The Interview, Taken, and what's the movie with Chris Rock? He becomes a CIA... Have you ever seen the one where his twin is a CIA agent?
No.
And he's an identical twin... And the identical twin dies, and then funny Chris Rock takes the place of serious Chris Rock.
I've not seen that, but it sounds hilarious and fun.
The hijinks, they do ensue.
And does Chris Rock end up real happy in the end?
Oh, he ends up as the best agent they've ever had. But he does things his way.
Oh, he's not a by-the-book agent.
No, he's not.
The CIA
I think this has turned into Movie Monday, so we need to stop. Get back to Nicolas Cage.
I'm not surprised he said yes to this. He's a crazy man.
Oh yeah, he is a lunatic. Do you have any other stories where Nicolas Cage being mental?
He bought a T-Rex skull.
Bought a T-Rex skull. He owns like 5 yachts. He bought the first Superman comic, number 1, for like $3 billion.
He was gonna be Superman for a while.
Yeah.
So lots
like, I'm just saying, Nicolas Cage is starring in his own movie that has Nicolas Cage as Nicolas Cage fighting a Mexican billionaire kingpin drug cartel guy.
And like, Nicolas Cage is not short of money right now. Is that true?
I think he's always short of money because of all the yachts.
All the up and then the upkeep of the yachts.
The upkeep of the yachts and the skulls.
That will eat into your wallet a little bit.
just a tad.
Like, I don't know. I think this movie will do. It doesn't matter how well it does. Nicolas Cage just wants to do it.
Yeah, look, just let the man live. Just let the man live.
This is his latest hobby.
Yeah, so I just wanted to cover that because I was like, I can't really throw it into Movie Mondays because I don't know if it's actually news. But it is kind of news.
It's certainly a rumour and interesting.
Yes. No, it's not even just a rumour. I think it's fairly highly like, this is 95% confirmed.
Right, it's fairly locked in.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving on to our next piece of news, back to our regularly scheduled programming. We have drunken Clearfield man placed in jail with his vacuum.
What? Oh, was the vacuum an accomplice?
So, this man's name is what me and you would call what a fire creates. Okay?
Right.
So, Jason Schmoke.
Nice.
Jason Schmoke, 38. It's SCHM. Schmoke.
Schmoke, that's how we'd spell it and everything.
Yeah, that would be how I spell it if I wanted to mispronounce smoke. Jason Schmoke, 38, was seen walking the fog line of the highway.
Schmoke was walking in fog.
He was walking in the fog down the highway. Right? In Clearfield, Shawville, with a vacuum cleaner on Thursday of last week. He was weaving in and out of traffic, struggling with a large box containing his Bissell vacuum cleaner.
It's a good vacuum cleaner.
It is only the best. Police identified Schmoke and found that he had a warrant for unpaid fines. They report that Schmoke was also drinking alcohol while on probation with a no alcohol clause.
See, he's got the drink confused him.
With vacuums.
Yeah, like he thought it was, Lionel Hutz's business card. It's like, no, alcohol.
Charges have been filed for public drunkenness. Schmoke was reportedly taken to Clearfield County Jail, where he was placed with his vacuum in a cell for the night until he sobered up. But Sean, I have a question for you. What led this man to be walking down a highway, or a motorway as we would call it in Ireland, with a vacuum cleaner and very drunk? Where did his life go wrong?
Okay. Presumably he came from his house, because that's the two places where you would have a vacuum cleaner and some drink.
True. There's not many bars that have the boat.
No, and if they do, they're usually not for the public.
No, the Dyson Jack Daniels crossover, it didn't pay off.
No, it really sucked.
Oh, good.
Thanks. And when you say he was walking down the street with his vacuum, what kind of vacuum are we talking? Are we talking the one on the wheels that you have to haul along behind you?
No, but see, he had a large box containing the vacuum.
Oh.
So it said the actual words, he was walking down the fog line of the highway, struggling with a large box containing his Bissell vacuum cleaner.
Oh, so maybe he'd bought the vacuum cleaner.
From the Jack Daniels Dyson crossover.
Of course.
Yes,
that's
of course.
The prize behind the bar for drinking the most.
Sean, with this crime, do you think it'll all blow over?
Oh, that's pretty good. Thank
you.
Oh God, I think
Once you get past suck and blow, what's there left?
There's very little. Have to dust off my joke book.
Oh, that's not really. Yeah, okay.
Dust? I don't know.
What, like, I don't know where your life has to go for you to end up on a motorway or a highway just carrying a box of a vacuum cleaner piss drunk.
That's another thing. You're not allowed to just stroll down a motorway, aren't you now?
See, we just kind of overlooked the fact that he's just strolling down. Like, it would take effort to get there.
So, yeah, especially like hauling a vacuum or carrying a vacuum. Like, I know they've gotten better. James Dyson has done wonders for the industry. But
wonders. My stocks in that company are going well up as we speak.
Oh, I sold mine decades ago. I'm broke. But I think that, like, even if it's light enough, after a while you're gonna start feeling it.
Like anything you carry that's even like slightly heavy, if you have to carry it down a highway, it's eventually going to get heavy.
Yeah, it is going to feel heavier the more steps you take.
Yes, no matter how strong you are, because but weightlifters lift a really heavy weight and then put it back down. They don't just continue carrying it for miles.
Exactly, yeah. And they'll get it up and they'll drop it as quickly as they can.
Yeah, but like, this man, I mean, I think it's pretty cool that he's also called Schmoke, because like...
Oh, it's the coolest name ever.
I seen the name and I thought, I say smoke like that anyway. I mean, this will save a load of time.
We could just be talking about actual smoke, which wouldn't do well against a vacuum cleaner.
No, you would suck that smoke right up.
Suck that smoke right up. Like,
why do fire stations not have more Dyson Hoovers? That's my question.
Because it's a pain in the ash.
Good.
No, thanks.
It took a while, but you got there.
You got there. You roundabout set me up for a joke.
Yeah, well done. And if they don't get to the fire in time, they might find a son? No.
What?
A dead son. No,
Oh, God.
Dark.
Oh, no. Why, no one's lived in that house for 50 years.
Mr. 50 years. I'm 150 years old. But moving on. Oh, I dropped my pen. Moving on to our next piece of news.
This out. I want people to know.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Tell them I'm Butterfingers Lauder. You know that when I do the show, I have to have a pen in my hand. Yeah. I don't know why.
Constantly twirling it.
I'm just constantly twirling it, but I don't... Like a moustache. I'm up to development. But so we're moving on to our next piece of news, and that is feral hogs. There's any story that starts with those two words, I mean,
already
pretty good so far. Where could this sentence go that you would be happy with? Because it's definitely not going to go where you think it is.
Feral hogs trained to look after babies.
Oh, feral would not be good for any baby. You don't want to put something that's feral beside something that's a baby.
Look, either the baby will get stronger or he'll cure the feral thing. It'll be fine.
I don't know if that's science. Feral hogs find and destroy cocaine worth $22,000 hidden in woods in Italy.
Oh no, they have enough problems. They're already feral.
Now they're just so energetic and feral.
Now they're addicted to crack.
Police dismantled the smuggling operation in Tuscany after placing a wiretap on members of the gang, which consisted of 3 Albanians and an Italian, the local reported. While listening on a call, officials overheard a person complaining about the damage caused by the hogs. Monstrous 400-pound feral hogs invaded the woods.
Some chunky boys.
Instead of big boys. 4 suspects were arrested on drug charges after a bust, which left 2 members in jail and 2 under house arrest. The gang came to the attention of police during an investigation into the killing of a 21-year-old Albanian in May last year, the newspaper reported. The scheme allegedly funneled drugs from a supply chain in, Perugia?
Pretty good.
Perugia place? To various provinces, including Siena and Arezzo. The drug stash was hidden in a forest area in the valley locally. The law enforcement probe, which spanned between September and March of this year, discovered one of the gang members was allegedly distributing the drugs via a nightclub. So now we have these guys, they're clearly experts. You know what I mean?
Oh, best in the game.
So, unreal. So what happened was the suspects traded approximately 4.4 pounds of cocaine every month, which netted the gang out the equivalent of $90 to $120 a gram. An unknown number of boars allegedly dug up and destroyed the gang's packages, dispersing their contents in the woods where the gang were hiding them.
Oh my god. Now, what's really scary about that is it doesn't say how many boars.
No.
So,
and
there could be one
line
boar out there who's just real energetic right now.
Just real positive about everything.
It just wants to dance.
Just wants to dance. I haven't blinked in 15 hours and I just really love to dance. It was not... this next line might also add to the bit of the scariness. It was not immediately known what happened to the curious animals.
But, not immediately known implies that now it's known.
Yeah. So what happened was that this gang in Italy were hiding their drugs in the woods. The perfect crime. The police are never going to find the drugs.
Because what did they say, Connor? You can't see the forest for the trees. So if you
That's
hide
what
it in
they
the
say
forest,
about
it's
cocaine.
double hidden.
So everyone knows, right? So they have them hidden there. They think they must every month they're making a killing, and they're just like, this is never going to end. This is easy money. They're never going to find the drugs.
And they just hear a rustling outside.
And then there's one month where they go back. Like, they go back this month to just like, we'll go and pick it up. And they just look, and there's just cocaine packages everywhere. And they're just like, right, it's going to be really hard to scoop that back up.
A lot of soil in that cocaine.
It's like the Office and the spaghetti.
Oh no, it's the chili in the Office.
So the chili.
Oh, I hate that scene so much.
That's what I'm imagining. The Italian mobster in his suit comes down real cool, and he just is just on the ground, just trying to scoop it back up.
Well, he needs a Dyson.
He does. No, you don't want to do that.
Just hoover the forest.
I don't know if you've ever sold drugs.
No,
I don't think that's how it works.
No, sell a Hoover bag full of cocaine.
They're just, you walk up to a guy in this dark alley and you're just like looking around shifty. Just like, do you have the bag? And he just pulls out a Dyson bag. I do, yeah. Just hands it to you. Thanks very much.
The good stuff.
So they destroyed $22,000 worth of cocaine in the woods.
Jesus.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, clearly those boars were narcs.
Yeah. Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, exactly. And okay, clearly the boars didn't know what they were doing. But how was the cocaine hidden? Not like, surely you could keep animals away from it somehow. And so surely that crosses your mind if you're hiding it in a woods.
I don't think you worry about that. Like, I think if you do it, say, let's just say, for example, they've done it for 6 months. Like, by the 7th month, I don't think you're as careful. You're just like, this is easy. We're getting away with this all the time.
You're just phoning it in. Just being like, it's grand.
Like, nothing happened the first 6 months. What's going to happen this month? Nothing.
Oh, man, but wait until the hedgehogs find all the ketamine.
And do you this is like the animals of farting wood?
Yeah.
Like, they're all just fucked on different drugs.
And now they have their own little gangs.
And they're all digging drugs. And they're like, better not let those feral squirrels find this.
Oh,
This is the
swans
feral
on
hogs
LSD.
cocaine. Yeah, he's not a complete dick.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I think we're starting an Animals of Farthing Wood kind of rivalry between multiple different animals on all the drugs. What drug do you think would give you the best chance at a fight?
Oh, that's a hell of a question.
No, it's like a gang war though. It's like Anchorman. So there's the Anchorman scene where all the gangs turn up.
Yeah.
Are you going cocaine? Because heroin I don't think is going to work at all. As a man who's never taken any drugs, I would assume that heroin would be quite poor.
I know very little about what drug does which.
Yeah.
So
we were always just like, they found drugs.
they found drugs, yeah. Can I make like a weird super drug?
Combine them. No, you're just thinking of Homer Simpson.
Yeah, the flaming Homer. Well, I want over-the-counter stuff.
Oh, Panadol.
No. Well, I want like Viagra and a slingshot. Because then...
Why?
Oh, look, everyone will be confused by the end.
You turn up to the fight with a slingshot Viagra. Nobody's fighting that day.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you show up to anything holding like a kilo of Viagra,
too much. Too much.
Entirely too much. More than one prescription it'd give you.
And you're like, I'm willing to take these and wait a while, lads.
Or we can all have them and we'll all calm down right quick, won't we?
I don't think you'd calm down if you got them.
You couldn't run.
That's the best worst solution I've ever heard to gang crime. Give them all Viagra.
And then sure, you're laughing, you're away with it.
No, I think you're in a great mood, but everybody else is just a bit weird. Like, they're just like, he turned up to a guy. You're like, what?
Yeah, and in this scenario, everyone agreed beforehand, look, we all get to take one drug.
Nobody asked you. You were just like, yeah, definitely. And everyone else was like, oh fuck yeah, cocaine, LSD, yeah. Maybe take something to dull the pain. Like maybe I'll be able to take more hits. And you're just standing there, just like, lads, I have it. I have it.
But and with the slingshot, I could shoot it into other people's mouths.
Oh no! Oh yeah, but you'd still have to wait. I don't know how long it takes, but you'd still have to wait.
Imagine it was an instant thing.
Oh my god. Instant kill. I don't know if we talked about those feral hogs at all. I think we just got into a gang war where you have Viagra.
And I look, I'm the winner.
And you just creep everybody out.
Just no one wants to come near me, so I'm grand.
Everybody's just a bit off.
Just
a bit off put.
We just won't fight him, lads.
Just keep looking at his face. Don't break eye contact. So moving on to our next piece of news, and that is Bar installs 70 big mouth Billy Bass plaques to sing in unison.
Oh no, that's entirely too many.
I read this and I thought this might be the worst best thing ever, and then I thought it's only a short story, but the fact that this has happened in the world, I felt like people needed to know, because there is a bar. Because a big mouth Billy Bass animatronic singing fish brings class and joy to every room, Sean. We all know this.
Yes,
right?
We do. One of them does.
Well, a shuffleboard bar in Chicago, which is like an axe throwing bar, but you play shuffleboard.
What the fuck
while
is
getting
shuffleboard?
drunk? I have literally no idea.
Okay.
So, shuffleboard, they're all playing. Do you want to do your one Googs?
Do I want to waste it on shuffleboard?
I'll tell you what, I'll do a Googs.
Okay.
On shuffleboarding.
Because I only get one a week, and I don't want to burn it.
What else do you want to look up? Viagra.
Yeah, the effect.
Viagra.
The effect time of
Shuffleboard. Tell me what shuffleboarding is.
Shuffleboarding sounds like torture.
Oh, it's like a shuffleboard, more precisely deck shuffleboard, is a game in which players push metal and plastic weighted boards.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So it's like curling.
No, it's not like curling.
Okay.
It's like somebody's combined. It's like a long table, like a pool table, but somebody's combined. Oh, this is very hard to describe.
Okay, I'm gonna burn
I'm willing to give you two Googs in 1 week. You can look up a shuffleboard, and if you can tell me within 30 seconds what a fucking shuffleboard is, fair fucks to you, because I just got more confused.
Okay. I'm on it here. It's like a mixture of pool, bowling, whatever I imagine croquet to be, and darts.
Right, okay. Well, there's a Royal Palms Shuffleboard Club, which is just like one of those. It's just a bar that they gave a team to. What can you do?
They found a load of shuffleboard tables.
They bought 70 of these big mouth Billy Bass animatronic singing fishes, right? And they mounted them all onto the one wall.
Jesus.
It called engineers to design custom hardware and software to make all the fish in the chorus sing simultaneously. The result is that 70 fish, every time they are turned on, sing the chorus as loud as possible into the ears of all the patrons within the bar.
Okay, that is funny if you go to that bar once. If you are a regular...
If you work there...
Oh my God, if you work there. The amount of just violent crimes are about to go through the roof, I feel, in that bar.
Like, to be honest with you, I don't even like one of them.
No, I don't think they're charming. I think they're weird, chintzy little things.
Yeah, they're just a bit strange. Like, maybe I'm just not that into fish. I don't know. Like, I like sushi, but I don't want a fish to sing to me.
No,
you know what I mean?
No one wants a fish to sing to you.
Like,
maybe a whale, but that's a mammal.
Oh, Ave Maria. See, that was clever.
That's whale speaks Italian.
Yeah. No, it's actually that's no. I was trying to think of a singer, but all I could think of was Meatloaf. And I thought people would be like, "Wow, he's being mean and calling Meatloaf a whale."
You didn't think of Noah and the whale?
Oh, fuck's sake! Damn it!
Or Moby?
No, we're not talking to Moby. He's a bit weird. I would never cover Moby.
He got lovely tattoos.
He's so nice. So, what do you think of this bar? I think we should go down there every day.
Like, I would go once and I would hate it. Because, and, like, I would need to know exactly when that wall is going to go off. Because if that surprises me, I'm gone.
The drink has gone everywhere.
The drink's gone everywhere. I'm gone everywhere.
You're on the floor.
I've fallen to bits. I had a few before this, lads. I'm so sorry.
You're absolutely pissed. Yeah, if you were absolutely pissed in that bar and that just went off.
You wander in there at the end of the night after like 10 other pubs.
12 pubs.
Yeah, and then you're greeted to that.
And just imagine, like, you're just looking at it with one eye just wide open, just looking across and looking back like, what the fuck?
I'm seeing double, 140 big mouth Billy Basses.
And Krusty.
And a Krusty.
I'm really drunk.
I have a problem.
No, that sounds awful.
That sounds horrendous, I hate that.
Yes. Moving on to Florida, man. Just when you thought things were getting awful, I said we'd pick it up.
Yeah,
Because
you always deliver on that.
always, Florida man told cops he was racing home after cheating on his wife.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! Did he say this in it, lads? Look, aren't I bad?
Probably. Florida man pulled over Sunday night for driving recklessly, told police that he needed to get home in a hurry because he was cheating on his wife, according to the arrest affidavit. Cops report that John Earl Pickard, 52, was behind the wheel of a 2015 Honda that was going at 90 miles per hour in a 50 mile per hour zone.
That's too fast.
It's almost double. When stopped by a Tarpon Springs Police Department officer around 7:30 p.m, Pickard was apparently en route to his Palm Harbour residence following an extramarital assignment.
Oh, that's a very professional way of saying it.
He had a bit of a mistress. He was having a bit of a fun time. He was using a lot of Viagra and slingshots.
Oh, aren't we all?
And so, aren't we all, Sean? Pickard, ladies. Someone listening just like, oh damn, I'm into that.
We found it. We found our audience finally.
The one niche. Pickard reportedly indicated his driving was reckless and endangering because he needed to get home in a hurry because he was cheating on his wife and he needed to get home so his cover story was not blown.
Okay, that's a very
nice guy. I think he's a stand-up guy.
I think he should be arrested for being unfaithful.
Bit of a meanie.
A bit of a bad dude, if you ask me.
Yes. But Pickard was busted for reckless driving and a misdemeanour. But when cops searched him, post-arrest, they found a bag of crack cocaine in his shirt pocket.
Damn it.
Florida man.
You're never just caught in a bit of trouble. There's always
It's never just
cocaine.
one crime. It's never one crime with these guys. It's always 15 at once.
And here's the thing: if he had just obeyed, this always goes back to my point that they do the stupidest thing to get caught, and then they get caught for something bigger.
Yeah.
So if he had just been doing 50 kilometres an hour, he would have been grand.
But he had to get home because he was cheating on his wife. For God's sake, Sean. He's a stand-up guy.
Sorry, how inconsiderate of me.
Yeah, inconsiderate of him now, in fairness. So, it obviously the crack cocaine led to an additional felony drug possession count. Pickard, police reported, said he spontaneously said he had just purchased it for $50. Spontaneously.
Just like, by the way,
on the
lads,
street?
if you're looking.
Where do you get spontaneous cocaine?
Oh, it's just sometimes it falls in your lap, you know.
7-Eleven. They're always selling cocaine.
They're really branching out. They're really hitting a different audience.
Really? Pickard was released from jail late Sunday night after posting the $2,250 bond. He is scheduled for December 5th court appearance. But Sean, I have one question and one question only, and that is, he gets one call. He rings his wife. What does he tell her?
I had a load of cocaine on me.
Right.
I don't think he'd confess. He doesn't seem like that kind of man.
But why? Yeah, but when she asked, why were you speeding? What was it? Why were you in such a rush?
Just I like going fast.
Just like going fast because of the cocaine, I would say.
Because of all the cocaine I was on, darling.
Yeah, darling. Sugar plum.
Yeah, he gets really affectionate about the whole thing.
Oh, baby doll, I know you're worried, but I had to take my cocaine. You know I won't sleep if I don't.
I need the cocaine to sleep, of course.
Yeah. My nappy bye-byes.
Oh, God. Now he's just gone full baby mode.
He's also talking to his daughter on speakerphone.
Oh, God. I mean...
no.
He got caught, and that's the main thing, isn't it?
There's another one of these idiots off the street. Well, actually, no, he posted bail, so he's back on the street.
until the sentencing in December, and we'll see what happens.
Yes, and then he will be back off the street, because there's no way he's getting away with this, because he literally admitted, I am driving fast because I am cheating on my wife. But in the start of that sentence, he literally admitted to the crime.
Oh, he did. Oh, they got him. They got him.
Yeah, they got him on his own words. Oh no! Foiled by my own words again. So we are finishing off Weird News Wednesdays this week with another Florida man story from Fort Pierce, because this Florida man is actually, this story may bring back memories of a different story that we covered last year. Now, the trick is that last year was a female Florida woman.
Right.
This is a Florida man. But it's a very similar story, so maybe they know each other, because I have Florida man tells police wind may have blown bag of cocaine into his car.
I do remember this. Wasn't it a bag of meth the last time?
It was a bag of meth, and it was in a woman's purse, and she said the wind had blown it through the window into her purse.
I do remember this story very clearly.
Yes. So a 37-year-old, I read the headline, I was like, oh man, they must have had an old piece of news. But then I checked it, I was like, no, it happened this week.
It's a news story.
It happened again. A 37-year-old man had an unusual explanation for a bag of cocaine that Fort Pierce police reported finding in his car. He stated that the police or the wind must have placed it there. The arrest affidavit states.
The police or the wind?
One of the two.
I mean, his two greatest enemies, clearly.
Of course. Police reported the driver had been making furtive movements as attempting to discard an item out the passenger window. The affidavit states. Right? So it's the wind. He was punching the wind. Investigators said that the driver was also hiding an open can of Budweiser in the door.
Well, that open can of Budweiser did not necessarily contain Budweiser.
True story, it was full of my waddy. Before the stop, police said that he was spotted drinking in the parking lot of a motel known for drug sales and prostitution.
Maybe just close down that hotel.
I would say if you know it's there, maybe just take it out.
Just get rid of it. Unless it's like a local landmark or something.
Oh, in Florida it might be. Police reported finding an apparent drug pipe in his car, along with a bag with residue that tested positive for cocaine in the back seat.
It's getting harder and harder to justify this.
Well, I might be able to convince you, because his next line was, he said that the bag wasn't his. So there you go, Sean, there's a bit of evidence for him.
Well, what if the bag isn't his, but the contents were?
Oh, no, the cocaine came from his pocket, but the bag came from the shop.
Ah, the old pocket cocaine.
Yeah. He stated that the police or the wind must have placed it there. The affidavit did not list the wind speed or other meteorological conditions at the time.
Happened during a hurricane.
Yeah. The affidavit further did not state whether the man was listening to Bob Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind. Right?
That's an unnecessary joke.
And not necessarily little add-in there from a very old journalist, I could only assume.
These are the kind of people... Like, that is a Facebook comment, at best.
Yes, good. By John. Fair play to you, John.
Oh, John, you're doing good work.
The driver, as Port St. Lucie restaurant was taken to the county jail on a possession of drug paraphernalia charge. But Sean, is this man innocent? Did the wind accuse this man of crimes he did not commit?
What if, right, and hear me out here.
I will always hear you out.
From all the way on the other side of the country, a very strong vacuum cleaner was just...
Fuck.
It was turned on and it was just sucking away.
Sucking away.
And in the stream of air, a drug bag from...
But would it not be blowing? Oh?
No, you see.
No, go on, sorry. I do apologise.
The drug bag is being pulled from a forest in Italy.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah? And so It's coming. It's flying across the ocean. It's got some speed on it.
Oh.
And so it just flies straight in to the back of this man's car. Through the bodywork of the car, even.
There's a big hole in the car, I would assume.
See, the affidavit, it didn't mention a lot. It also didn't mention that.
The car was on fire. Now, I didn't mention that, but the car was on fire due to a rocket hitting it.
There you go. That's all we needed to hear.
Case closed, Your Honour. He's just in the courtroom saying all this.
The
judge is just looking at him and he's just like, oh, you didn't hear about the feral hogs, did you? Oh, this isn't going to make any sense.
Okay, let me take you on a mind journey, Judge.
Look, there's this podcast, right? We'll just sit down and listen to it and we'll all just have to have a discussion.
There I was, slingshot in one hand.
The judge is like, oh yeah, that's perfect fighting. He's right, he's right.
Fucking nice one.
Sean, I think Florida Man might have outdone himself this week. He's so bad. He's just always getting caught.
He's so bad he's good, you know?
No, I think he's so bad that he became good and then he went back to being bad.
Like Nicolas Cage.
Like Nicolas Cage, of course.
I've tied it all together.
Well done. Do you want to take us out, Sean?
Yes, thank you everyone very much for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday with an episode of Hero Zero, Monday with an episode of Movie Mondays, and next Wednesday with another episode of Weird News Wednesdays. Big thanks to all our patrons who support us on Patreon. If you'd like to do that, there's a link in the description, or it's patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. If you don't want to support the show on Patreon, that's totally cool. The best way you can support is by telling one human being that we exist.
Just the one.
Just the one. We're on all the social medias. Twitter at Heroes for Hire Pod, the 4 is the number 4. Instagram Heroes for Hire Podcast. Facebook Heroes for Hire Podcast. Or you can email us heroesforhire_@outlook.com.
I think you have got pretty good at that. The holiday did not do you didn't do you a disservice. You're still pretty decent at.
I was saying it all the way on the plane over.
People have actually texted me and said they're worried about you. That's all you say. That's just.
Look, I'm happy. I've had my fun.
You're like the best man at a wedding. You're just like, stand up. You can follow us on Twitter.
Big thank you.
He's malfunctioning. Oh no, not again.
Someone reboot
him. Friday's your week for Hero Zero. I cannot wait. It's going to be Marvel-tastic.
You could have said marvellous.
No, that was the joke.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't. I'm just dumb. But that is it for this week of Weird News Wednesdays. I have been Conor and Shaun.
I've been Sean Mean.
And we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.